Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone, who rule well and teach well. Peace and salutations unto all the Akim, you brothers preaching his word in truth and in sincerity across the four corners of the earth. And shalom to the hopeful elect, you sincere believers scattered wherever you may be. Title of this one today, Lord willing, is actually a question. Can all nations make it? And the short answer is no. All right. Contrary to what some Israelites teach, and you just got those two individuals from Genesis, all right, Deacon Hakah and Hassad, now teaching that non-Israelites can receive salvation, which is totally false. All right, these men are waxing worse and worse, and Lord forbid we follow in those shoes. But it's all prophecy, man. These certain individuals is going to depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits, and basically weed out the non-elect. Weed out those that the Lord don't want. Because those people that is following these individuals and all these different false camps, false prophets, it's going to be to their detriment, their demise, not following after the true men of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, starting with our apostles and elders. A great millstone, man, the true leadership of Israel, But we'll go ahead and just put some on wax. I'll try to make this to the point, because you have brothers touching on this a lot, but it has to be. Why? Because we got to tell our people and warn our people, these men, and clear the air, defend the gospel. So without further ado, this is Joel 2:27. All right. And it's really, these I won't even say arguments. These false teachings is all, it could be proved wrong, all right, just through the scriptures alone. Time and time again, the scriptures will reveal that who salvation is for. It's only for Israel. Time and time again, the Lord tells you, and who he's dealing with, and who he loves, who the promises are for. But Salaki, this is Joel 2:27. It says, "And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your power, and none else." Possessive pronoun. He's no power, he's no Lord to anybody else but the nation of Israel. It says, "And my people shall never be ashamed." So that shows you who he's for, who his people is, and who he represents. That's our power, right? We're his people. Okay? So from there, Salakia, let's go to Zechariah, because this is what they were using. Zechariah 2, and I'll start at verse 8. It says, "For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. And these different nations that spoiled us, all these different nations," because we just brought out yesterday at camp, what nation have not partaken or have not gotten of her spoils? Because all of them had their turn, had their way with the nation of Israel. And the Lord is going to touch them for touching us. Well, let me reword that. Let me reword that. He's going to basically, man, hey, he's going to, what does it say? Vengeance is his, he shall repay. All right. He's going to put these enemies under his feet, our enemies under his feet, for the controversy of Zion. All the atrocities, the shit that they were doing to us didn't go unnoticed. All right. Let's grab this, because this is what he makes a clear separation that these nations are referring actually unto the heathen. Later and down in this chapter goes into, all right, the Israelite foreigners. But the judgment for these nations that touched the apple of his eye, Jeremiah 30 and 16, it says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. All right, so every single one of these heathen, every single one of these nations are going to go into captivity. All right, it says, for I will restore health unto thee. Restore health unto who? The elect, beginning with the elect, and all the nation of Israel. It says, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Right, they don't care about you. These nations don't give a fuck. All right, these nations refer unto you as the scum of the earth. They don't even consider us a full human being. 3/5. And deep down, they still think about you, man, the same way. That perpetual hatred. Now it's just suppressed a little bit. They seek to please the poor. You know. But time and time, their actions will show. Their horns will show through. You know. Can't trust these damn devils. Can't trust the heathen. All right. But it's okay. The Lord's got something for him. All right, but verse 18, Jeremiah 30 and 18, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places. And the city shall be builded upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. And who is going to build up our dwelling places? Who's going to build up our city, our cities? The heathen, right? It's only right. That payback's a mug. You know, if we builded up his kingdom, the blood, sweat, and tears of the Israelites, it's only right that he'll do the same for us. You see, because hey, the land of Israel, it is going to be cleansed by fire. Fire is going to touch that place. It's going to be wiped out. However, it's going to be builded back up, unlike America, where when it's destroyed, no other man is going to dwell there again. Only the desert creatures and such. It's going to be a monument, you know. But the Israel, you know, it's going to be built back up by these heathen. And you read Isaiah 60, you know, in different chapters. All right, these nations, they're going to be in servitude. They're going to be the ones hewers of wood, drawers of water, you know. They're going to be in subjection unto us. Let's go back, Zechariah 2 and 10. All right, but now let's go 9. It says, for behold, I will shake mine hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants, and ye shall know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me. So now, jump into this. It says, sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion. This is referring unto who? Israel. We're going to be singing and rejoicing, right? Singing upon our beds, meditating terrors upon these damn heathen. When the Lord puts under these nations under him, under his feet, and we be delivered and changed into them new bodies, all right? When he establishes the kingdom of heaven upon this earth, that's when we're going to be singing and rejoicing. It says, for lo, I come and I will dwell in the midst of thee, saith the Lord. All right. Read Revelation, 21. It says, and many nations shall be joined to the Lord in that day, and shall be my people. And that many nations going into who? The Israelite foreigners. All right. Because did we not read who his people were in that Joel 2 and 27? And whose power it was? Israel. Okay. It says, and I will dwell in the midst of thee, and thou shalt know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me unto thee. And the Lord shall inherit Judah, his portion in the Holy Land, and shall choose Jerusalem again. And that's all 12 tribes of Israel, the whole 12 tribes. You see? We're going to be joined to the Lord in that day. We're going to be his people. The Lord is going to be dwelling among us. All right? That glory is going to come upon the nation of Israel. And all these different nations are going to know who his chosen truly were and are. All right? But that word nations, okay, going into nation people, usually a non-Hebrew people, which they're going off on the A, is referring unto the Hebrew Israelites. It says, of descendants of Abraham, of Israel, and that being the point. Because then people will say, okay, what about Abraham's sons? Sure. However, who did the blessing go on to? Who did it extend onto? Through Isaac, and then through Isaac to Jacob. All right. Did he not say he was the... Oh, let's grab it. And you could read about the everlasting covenant in Genesis 17. It tells you plainly that it went onto Isaac and not Ishmael. God of Abraham. Yeah, Acts 3 and 13. Yeah, Acts 3 and 13. The power of Abraham and of Isaac and of Jacob, the power of our fathers. That's the lineage of the chosen seed, the chosen forefathers. It says what? Have glorified his son Yahushua, whom ye delivered up and denied him in the presence of Pilate, and when he was determined to let him go. But that being the point, man. All right. That being the point. God. Woo! I'll read Romans 11 as well. Romans 11 and 1. It says, I say then, hath the Most High cast away his people? God forbid, for I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. So he did not cast away his people. And who's his people? Israel. Let's get one on Psalms 149. No, actually. No, yeah, that's fine. This is Psalms 149 and 5. It's the spirit. It says, let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Who are the saints? Psalms 148 and 14. He also exalteth the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord. So the saints are the children of Israel. So with that being said, the saints are going to be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord. That's going to be an honor, man. And it's only for the nation of Israel. All right. Let's grab this, Revelation 7 and 9. Because this is touching upon those Israelite foreigners that have been scattered, but are still his people. You know, this is the vision of the elect. This is after, it says, Revelation 7 and 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues. Meaning that they were scattered into these different places, these lands, you know, into these different nations. They may have mingled with the women of the nation. So they're going to be coming out looking like a so-called Chinese man, a so-called white man, a so-called Arab. You name it. Speaking their native tongues, native languages, because the tongue's going into languages. All right. Speaking Mandarin, you know, speaking French, speaking Spanish. But what? Their seed, their lineage goes back unto our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Their spirit is still the spirit of an Israelite. It says, and stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands, representing purity, right? The chosen. It says, and cried with a loud voice, saying, salvation to our power, which sitteth upon the throne and unto the Lamb. Possessive pronoun. That goes to show you that there were Israelites. You know? Because whose power, what nation has the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai as their power? Israel. Let's go to Isaiah 46:13. It says, I bring near my righteousness, it shall not be far off, and my salvation shall not tarry. And I will place salvation in Zion for Israel, my glory. And he's going to deliver us to bring glory unto his name. You see? It's not going to tarry. Though it tarry, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not tarry. Well, enough with this. All right, one of my favorites is Psalm 33 and 12. It says, blessed is the nation whose power is the Lord, and the people whom he have chosen for his own inheritance. You see? And that's it. He chosen us for his inheritance. That word inheritance, let's look up that word inheritance real quick. Inheritance. Fact of receiving by hereditary succession. All right? Look up that word hereditary. Red. Transmitted in a line of progeny, heirship. Okay? It was progeny, children, offspring, descent, lineage, family, race, family. So it's that succession, man. We're going to be heirs, one who inherits the property of another. And Lord, when we be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, we're going to be basking, partaking in his glory. He's going to receive his glory first, but by default, he's going to share that glory with his brethren, man. You know? And he's, what did the Lord give him? All right, the heathen for his inheritance. Right? In the uttermost parts of the earth. The earth is ours, man. We're going to receive that, man. Lord will. We be of that number. So with that, Lord willing, is edifying and exhorting unto you. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors given to the apostles, elders, great millstone, Shalom, Wa, Kwam Yasharala, Wa, Abad Babal. Soon.